For CID is the highest investigating arm of the Nigerian police, and for effective and efficient administration, the department is divided into 14 sections, for which the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, is one of them. The Special Anti-Robbery Squad is supposed to be a section in each state command's criminal investigation department with sole responsibility of handling armed robbery cases and answerable to the State Commissioner of Police. Mr. President, I have in the last few months received several petitions from my constituencies, both online and physically, against the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS. The complaint varies from extrajudicial killings, brutality, torture, wanton arrest for bribes, and other menacing conduct by the men of the unit. My findings have shown these incidences are not isolated, as many people have been sharing their experiences online. Mr. President, in October 2017, a 2015 graduate of Kwara State Polytechnic, Ekwere Imo, and his female friend were shot by a member of SARS, Oyo State Police Command. There were no concrete reason for shooting the duo, as they were neither criminals nor under arrest. In the same month, a lady, Kachi Anife Lazion, accused officers of SARS in Ilorin of sexual molestation. She said a male SARS official, under the pretense of searching her, dipped his hand in her underwear. A video also emerged online in November, where a gun-wielding SARS operative threatened to shoot two people at Akute Ore of Ogun State. Most of the tweets with the hashtag #EndSARS reported several cases of harassment and arbitrary arrest of Nigerian youths by labeling them Yahoo boys. Mr. President, the complaints have ranged from how officers were led citizens at ATM points to how they often threaten to kill and vowing they will get away with it. There are specific claims of how SARS officers allegedly murdered citizens for declining to pay bribes or tortured citizens. Mr. President, we are a civilized society. The majority of Nigerian police is manned by men and women of great integrity, discipline, and commitment. However, this unit is not one of them. It is dangerous for us to have a unit of the police force act as if it is above the law and empowered to so behave. We must now make a major decision to end SARS until a more allied unit built around the rule of law and human rights observance is created by the police. I'm aware that in 2015, the then Inspector General of Police, IG Solomon Arase, had due to incessant reports of abuses by the squad, split SARS into two units with a view to check its human rights abuses. This it did by ensuring that officers cannot make arrests and investigate the same case. However, the abuses have continued irrespective of the complicity. The Police High Command had earlier stated that it has no intention to scrap the squad, and contrary to claims of wrongdoings against the SARS by those it referred to as criminals, the anti-robbery unit that has done a lot sanitizing the country, rather than to take note of complaints by the general public and proceed to investigate and take action against these human rights abuses. They only made matters worse by calling the campaigners criminals. Mr. President, the Nigerian police force has a major obligation to ensure protection of human rights in all the states of the Federation, and therefore ought to prevent, detect, and investigate corruption and misconduct by law enforcement officers and provide accountability for the exercise of their powers. Mr. President, this Senate takes serious stand on the issue of security in the country and had taken active steps to ensure safety of our people by inaugurating the Senate Special Ad Hoc Committee on Security. This amounts to setback to our progress, and therefore I want to call on this chamber to mandate the Committee on Security to investigate this issue of human rights abuses by SARS and make relevant recommendations. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, this Special Anti-Robbery Squad by its creation, is supposed to be under, if it is operating at the federal level, is supposed to be under a DIG, under Force CID. And if it is operating in the state level, it's supposed to be manned by ACCID, and it's supposed to be under the control of the Commissioner of Police. But today's SARS, what we are witnessing in SARS, they are being controlled in the operations. They are, the control is from the force headquarters, which is not supposed to be. It's supposed to be headed by a Commissioner of Police under the Force CID. By the present structure where it is controlled by the operations, the SARS is used to intimidate opponents, sometimes even politicians. Sometimes you find that the federal SARS will go to states and arrest people without making reference to the Commissioner of Police. They will bring them to Abuja and detain them. Mr. President, if we don't put the SARS where it belongs, that is under the Force CID, under the control of the
Order.
Mr. President, we have to look at this issue of SARS. It's not supposed to be under Operation Department of the Police. It's supposed to be under Investigation and Intelligence, directly under a DIG. And it's supposed to be under direct supervision of a Commissioner of Police. And if it is in the state, it's supposed to be under direct control of the Commissioner of Police and headed by a maybe ACCID. But in a situation whereby force, under the force headquarters, they will continue to move around the country, whereby even the CP, they will be operating in a state, and even the CP has no control over the junior officers operating in his state. I think, Mr. President, we are not doing good for the citizens of this country. We must make our own stand so that we end this impunity. There are so many occasions you see the SARS people are used to intimidate political opponents, to even issue of, we have seen it, especially in Rivers and other Lagos and other states. So, Mr. President, it is a great privilege for us now to make a stand on this, because a lot of people are talking about it on papers, on online media, and we must align ourselves with the public. Thank you very much.